Hi everyone, it's me, the one and only, the Sparkle Girl, or Caitlin Sparkle. So yeah, let's just say, so speaking about doing this live video, I'm going to talk about some things that I would like to share to you guys of, of different ideas for my future if I ever become an animator or whatever. Let's just say by giving you a further point that I've always dreamed to become famous because let's just say, well, it's not. Well, well, the thing is, it's not always that easy to become famous because sometimes you need your experience first before you could possibly become famous for it. I mean, because since I already know and aware that almost everyone that I know or close to in real life already knows that I'm very gifted, talented, and well, I'm just so creative, really. Believe me, yes. So yeah. So all those things you need to know about me, guys, is that I really appreciate that you guys have been my great supporters and be my fans and that. And I know some of you are a huge fan of me ever since you discovered me. So yeah, I can't possibly blame you. So yeah, I really love it. Thank you. So yeah, and yes, um, so the thing is, guys, I've always had loads of ideas for my future, and that including for this whole singing doll skills sort of thing. If you guys remember, I did explain everything about it in one of my other recent videos, including my live videos as well. So yeah, oh yeah, and I bet some of you have seen the live video of it somehow before. So yeah, uh-huh. So basically, yeah, that's just how I want to say. hmm And I did make an announcement on my Sing Adult Skills thingy channel, and I did kind of mention that I have this sort of announcement anyway because I want to mention that I decided to give the Sing Adult Skills a new name for the TV show for the Sing Adult Skills, because rather than call it the Sing Adult Skills, I thought it's better to call it Caitlin Sparkle's Big Adventures, since some of you guys already know that Caitlin Sparkle is the main character of the cartoon that I have right now at the moment. But I also did have this other announcement on that same post that I mentioned on the Singing Those Skills channel, that I did mention that the Singing Those Skills will not always be the only cartoon I have in mind anyway for the future, because I have other things to think about. Like something to do like, oh, maybe something more modern, more accurate, and well, let's just say some of them needs to be lots of different details and the story itself. And the characters need to be slightly different compared to the characters that I have in my Singadar skills. And yes, I have. Well, speaking about that, I did mention that I've done it. Is some of you might able to remember anyway, but it's okay if you can't remember. So yeah. So all I want to say, I do remember very clearly that I did mention something about having another TV show, and it's going to be about a girl, and somehow she discovers that there's some things going on, and then somehow she just turned into sort of like a type of animal, like she just transforms like like okay, how do I do that? And then suddenly she was like freaked out, like screaming her head off. But I haven't figured out the name for the girl anyway yet. But I will figure it out sometime in the future. And yet, her family, well, they won't find out until sometimes for the sort of later but early episodes for season one. Mm-hmm. Yes, tell me about it. But I can't even figure out which type of animal that the girl's going to be, because I had this sort of thing in my head. It might be look similar to the red panda, but it's more like a cat, if you get what I mean. So yeah, if you think about it, like if you think about Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, for example, he may be an alien, but most people think that he looks like a koala bear. Well, I can't possibly blame them because that's just the way he is. Yep. So yeah, maybe I should, you know, think about the girl can be a bit like a mixed cat and a mix of a something whatever it is. I can't figure out yet that the girl will have a big bushy tail, so like that. Hmm. And let's just say it's not going to be really big or anything, as in the girl turn into the cat sort of thing creature. She's not going to be that big sort of thing. She's going to be sort of like a regular size, as in small size. Yeah, and I don't know about you guys, but I just find it really interesting, and that's my good idea. Yeah. So yeah. hmm. And I also have another idea that I might make another cartoon based on a superheroes sort of stuff. Yeah. Well, believe me, guys, when I was a kid, as in like growing up, I never used to like superheroes sort of thing because I always thought it's just too not too much for me. But since I'm more grown up, I've started to realize that superheroes are not always that bad. So I finally give it a chance. Since some of you are already aware that I'm a huge fan of Miraculous Ladybug, and Miraculous Ladybug is sort of somehow a superhero sort of thing anyway, because it's all about superheroes who have these kwamis who transform them into their superhero cells, who saves the day from this nasty old Hawkmoth. I'm so wanted to get him. Like, okay, Hawkmoth, go to bed. Go to the right seat. Bend your bottom. Yep, that's what I want to say. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. I don't know. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Um. I don't really know yet. Maybe I do have this sort of another idea about having some other cartoons that can be about fairy tales. Yes. Well, don't get me wrong. I I always used to like fairy tales when I was a kid. Yep. But I still do. I mean, don't get me wrong. And you can't possibly blame me for still liking them from time to time. Yeah, although there are some fairy tales I don't really into, but there are some of them like halfy that I do like personally, like Cinderella, for example, The Little Mermaid, Rapunzel, Beauty and the Beast, um, Little Red Riding Hood, mm-hmm. Oh, just so many more. Ooh. Oh yeah, I like Puss in Boots. Yeah. Oh yeah, Hansel and Gretel. Yeah. Okay. And I also want to get another idea. Um. Oh yeah. Speaking of mind, I forgot to mention. I would like to ask you guys a question. Do you have any like suggestions of what you would like me to make one day in the future? It's okay if you don't have any ideas, but if you do, let me know. It depends on what it is, as long it's going to be a good one. Because I just love to see what you guys wanted to say. So I can't wait to see your answers. Yeah. Okay, so I do got one question by a very good best friend I ever have on YouTube, and he is the Wizard Dude, and he asked me, have I ever given any thought to his idea about my sparkle thingy, you know, productions, but it's something to do about universe. And let's just say he mentioned the word sparkleverse, like universe, sparkleverse. He get what my friends mean. So yeah. Hmm. So yeah. So yeah, I did thought of it actually, my friend, and I kind of agree actually. So yeah. So that's my answer to your question, Mr. Dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Hmm. Okay. Well, actually, I think I have another idea. I just have in my head just now. Something to do about. Oh, well, it's going to be two characters actually. So one is a girl and one is a boy. It's going to be a bit like Kim Possible, but it's going to be quite different because it's going to be an action sort of series, and those two characters I haven't even named yet. They are going to be like secret, um, well, superheroes, but they don't know each other identities as superheroes though, except that they do know each other in reality. It's a bit like Miraculous Ladybug, if you get what I mean. Something like that, but it's going to be quite different. It's going to be like a mix of Kim Possible and Miraculous Ladybug. So let's just say, like I said, it's going to be about a boy and a girl who are friends at first, and well, let's just say they later become close enough, not like too close as in going to have a relationship. No, I don't think I'm gonna have that in my mind yet, but I doubt that's gonna happen anyway. But let's just say the boy and the girl were definitely gonna be friends anyway. Let's just say they somehow friends, but let's just get to the point. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Just hang on, guys. Just hang on for a minute. Hmm. Okay. If you wanted to let me know what's your idea for me, Doshi, let me know. I can't wait to see what you think. Okay. Um, and I also have this another sort of idea about hmm, maybe something to do with it's going to be a bit like Harry Potter, but it's going to be a little different, of course, because I don't want to steal any ideas from other people. No, because that's not in my intention. So yeah, okay, and let's see. Oh, let's see. Think. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention. I think I had this in my head not too long ago. I think it was like a few days ago actually, and I have this sort of idea about having another TV show, but also going to be a movie before the actual series starts. Um, and it's going to be about, well, let's just say it's going to be somehow all the, well, let's just say it's about a girl, but everyone thought she's a nice character at first, but she's somehow the villain. Yep. And I don't know how that's going to hang out. So yeah. No, that's gonna get way. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Let's see what else. Hmm. Mm, mm, mm. Oh yeah, and I don't know if anyone else can able to remember this, but I also have this sort of in my head as well that I always wanted to make well, I'm not so sure if it's allowed, but I had this sort of idea about having Mickey Mouse to have his own very own movie. Yeah, because I think Mickey Mouse deserved to have a fun movie about himself, like how he introduced Disney and how he becomes Mickey Mouse. You know, because he is a mouse anyway. So can you blame him? I mean, I mean, I just thought it's a good idea because since we all know, we all like Mickey Mouse, but not everyone likes Mickey Mouse, and I can't possibly blame them. But almost people who watches Disney, whatever, just loves Mickey Mouse. And yet, Mickey Mouse movie is going to be about Mickey Mouse, about how he become to be Mickey Mouse and how he introduced Disney and it's also going to show us how he and Minnie Mouse first meet the first time. Yeah, and it's going to be great. We're going to great. Yeah. Well, you can't possibly blame me, but I feel sorry for Mickey Mouse for not having his own movie quite yet. So yeah, so even though he does have his own sort of like a short sort of black and white film called Willie Steamboat, something like that. If you guys remember that from the logo where you can see Mickey Mouse whistling while steering the boat wheel, I think. Yeah, that's what I mean. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the very first sort of Disney film, but in black and white. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's a good idea. Not so bad after all. So yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I think Mickey Mouse does deserve to have his own movie anyway. Now, can we? I mean, can him? Please, Disney, please make a movie about Mickey Mouse. Okay. I don't want to pressure them. I just say. Oh boy, good. Besides, I love cartoons, and you can't possibly blame me for liking cartoons. Yeah, although I sometimes get judged by some few people about me liking cartoons, but I not let them get away with it. I said I'm not going to let them get to me. I'm just going to ignore them like I always do. Just ignore them, move on, and don't get too grippy. Okay, so yeah. Hmm. Okay. Let's think. Think. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. I don't know about you guys, but I think that Disney princesses, I think they deserve to have their own TV show respectively. Each and all the Disney princesses, like, Snow White, Cinderella, um, Aurora, Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, Pocahontas, Mulan, and there was Tiana, Rapunzel, Merida, and Moana. Yeah, you can't possibly blame me because I did kind of mention these girls' names in order. Like, what's the word again? You know, like this sort of type of order. We like release dates. Hmm. You know what I mean? But yeah, because because Snow White is the very first Disney princess anyway. Now is she? Yes. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Hmm. Okay. I also think about making my own version of the Nutcracker, A Christmas Carol. With Mrs. Scrooge, but it's not going to be about Mrs. Scrooge this time. It's going to be about a girl who is being a Grinch. Yes, a big Grinch. Oh, it's Christmas. Something like that. Yeah, I bet I give you guys a little heebie-jeebies there, but sorry. I just I just like doing the that word again. Imper, per, impersonating. uh, yes, but I did give you guys a giggle. Yeah, yes. Okay. All right then. Let's see what else. Okay. I also remember something else. You boys and girls remember Angelina Ballerina, right? It's okay, it's only you who doesn't, but most of us do. But I think Angelina Ballerina also deserves to have her own movie too. What do you guys think? It's okay if you don't agree, but and I hope some of you guys will agree with me because Angelina, well, deserves better. Like Mickey Mouse, for example. Yeah. Um, just hang on for a second, guys. Just close the door. It's Bella. Hey, Spencer. Sorry about that, guys. Just Bella just being little. Well, she's a cutie little puppy. Not yet. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Let's see what else, baby. Right, Belle. Okay. Oh, this stupid chair. Okay. Hmm. For sake, Belle. Sorry, guys. Go on. Ah, she's gone. Finally. So, okay, so I was about to say before the interruptions for my dog Bella. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but do you think Lilo and Stitch should have another TV show one day in the future, but but with Lilo in it, not different girl character. No, I mean, well, it will be exactly the same as the original TV show, the one that we have. Yeah, okay. But I don't know about you guys, but I think Lilo and Stitch should come back. Yeah, because I miss seeing Lilo because, well, to tell the truth, I was disappointed because why would Disney not let Lilo come back as Stitch's sort of psychic friend? You know? Yeah, well, it is quite disappointment. But I know some of you probably will still stick with the original, and I can't possibly blame you because I love the original too. But I also want to see what the future's going to be like for Lilo and Stitch, you know. But I do like to see Lilo growing up though. Not as an adult, but maybe like a teenager somehow. Yeah. Sometimes before this whole thing's going on in that Stitch anime series. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Tell me about it. Okay. Let's see what else. Um let's see. Do you guys have any ideas? Let me know. Uh, okay, come on, Caitlin Sparkle, you got to think something. Um, think. Ooh, I have another idea. Okay, so remember Matilda? Well, I was thinking this other ideas for Matilda. Well, it's not going to be about Matilda though. It's going to be about a boy this time, and he somehow will discover he has magic too. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Well, it's not going to be exactly the same as Matilda if you think about the story though in Matilda's film, but what I'm trying to say, I want this sort of idea about a boy who somehow um, was abandoned by his parents, and he somehow lives with his, well, horrible um, auntie and uncle. Yeah, something like that. And he doesn't like the way his auntie and uncle and his um, cousins. One of them's going to be a girl and a boy, and let's just say it's a bit mix of Harry Potter and mix of Matilda. You get what I mean? But a boy will discover he has somehow superpowers. Yeah, it's going to be a live action, of course. Yeah. Okay. Um. Let's see, boo boo. Oh. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Can't think. Can't think. Hmm. Hmm. Um. Oh, I'm stuck here. Um. Okay. Um. Oh yeah. Um. I have another idea, but it's somehow related to the single skills sort of thing, and it's going to be a sort of like a TV show, but not like a regular one, but it's going to be like shorts instead. If you think about in the Marvelous Chibi series, something like that somehow. Like yes, then let's just say it's going to be about Betty and Bella. Yeah. Uh, let's just say Betty and Bella. Well, yes, of course, they're my dogs after all, and they will be voiced by two actors, of course, Betty and one for Bella. And some of you guys already know who's going to do Bella anyway, because I did have a video of Bella with the song called Unbelievable on my channel. It's okay if you haven't seen that video yet, but if you wanted to listen to it, be free to do so. And I can't possibly blame you if you haven't. So yeah. Okay. And I haven't even figured out what actress to because I'm stuck really. Let's see what I can think of. Yes. Okay. So I also have another idea, and it's going to be about like, if some of you remember that I did mention about this weird alternative, and it's going to be an alternative version of Kitten Sparkle, and her name is going to be Isabel. Yes. Well, I did mention this before anyway, because some of you probably have read this on the Whitepad thingy website anyway, and it's going to be about Kitten Sparkle finally get to meet her alternate version of herself, but turns out they're actually sisters the whole time. But they didn't. Well, they're not going to find out until sometime late in the film, I think. Well, we don't know for sure. Some of you probably read it before anyway, and if you have read it, then you're lucky enough to know what really happened at the end. But I'm not going to spoil it anyway, in case you who hasn't read it. Mm-hmm. Like I said, we don't know for sure if Kitten Sparkle and Isabel really are sisters or not. So yeah, so zip it, Kitten Sparkle. Don't spoil it for your fans. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And I keep getting this idea. Cause it's been, let's just say, I had this idea inspired by one of the Barbie movies, something to do with when Barbie meets this mystical, magical horse. But let's just say, I know what it's called. It's called Barbie and her sisters in a ponytail. And let's just say that really inspired me to make my own sort of movie relate to my sing skills sort of thing. But it's going to be a special course, and it's going to be about Kitten Sparkle meets Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony. Yep. Tell me about it. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. Um. Um. Okay. Sorry. Still got a sore throat at the moment. So I don't know how my throat's gonna get better most soon. I just hope so, because I don't want to be sick or anything. Let's see. Okay. Do you guys have any ideas or anything? Because I really need your advice. Or if you do have any ideas, please let me know. Oh. Okay. Think. Okay. Oh, okay. Someone got me sort of idea, but their idea, and they said about that his idea was something to do with his sister was kidnapped by command robots, and his mission was to reunite with his sister, but couldn't do it alone and was facing pirates. Ooh, that's a good idea, mate. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Here comes another idea. I just figured it just now. Okay. I have this sort of thingy and it's a show as well, and it's going to be about let's just say it's about pirates and mermaids, and let's just say one of the pirates, well, a young boy, and one of the mermaids, one girl, who somehow has sort of fallen in love. Yes. Which reminds you guys of something. Yep. Although it's gonna be quite different. Let's just say it's good. Like I said, it's going to be about a young boy, a pirate, and a young mermaid girl who falls in love, and they have their own adventures. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, now that's going to be a great idea. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I don't know if anyone able to know what this is, but it's actually oh yeah, there we go. It's called Dog's Diaries. So yeah, well, I don't know whether if it's going to happen or not in the future, but I do hope so anyway. But I do have this idea for those who works behind the Dog Diaries, and if it's possible, I think they should make each of the book series into a TV show or something, or maybe into a movie. But for my opinion, I would say TV show would be better. Yeah, tell me about it. Well, believe me, I just thought it's going to be a good idea. So I don't know about you guys, but I think it's going to be a great idea. So yeah. And again, there's another idea that I didn't quite mention quite yet. I should have said it ages ago in this video, but I didn't get the chance to because let's just say I kind of forgot to mention it. So let's just say I had a sort of idea about how covering a movie based on me. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but it just somehow just came out of nowhere because I keep every time I get like, you know, when it comes to stationary stuff, as in like books, pads, everything. Well, I do got my own pad actually. Well, let's just say it's got the word Barbie on it, but I'm deciding to put my own logo of my Caitlin Sparkle name onto to my pad to avoid the Barbie on the pad to make it all about me, you know? Because I'm thinking this is going to be a great idea because I really want a movie to be based on my stories. Yeah. Besides, I'm not the only one who wants something like that, because I have had some few people who can't have this type of idea anyway. Because let's just say I had these ideas inspire some of the movies anyway. If you think about teens movies, yeah, tell me about it. Yeah. Although I don't really watch much of a teenager sort of movies, but I have seen some of them, like The Brats, a live action of The Brats. Yes. And I also seen the live action of Kim Possible. Yep. Well, the movie itself is good in its own way, but for my personal opinion, I think the TV show is more accurate, really, because I just think I just stick with the cartoon. Although I barely watch Kim Possible, but like I said, I still prefer the cartoon over the live actions. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I do like live actions sometimes, depends on which ones. But there are some that I don't really like. But you can't possibly blame me now, can you? So yeah, yeah. Well, that's just the thing. Yeah. Well, if you really wanted want to know what I really wrote in my pad, I can always share one day in the future. And I don't know, because not many people like to share them sometimes because some people wanted to keep it as a secret. But not many people have to make it a secret now, can they? Well, sometimes they can, but sometimes they don't. Depends on the person. Yeah, like myself, for example. Yes. Okay. Whew. Let's just say I always had this little idea anyway about having a movie based on me, but not just based on me, but also as Caitlin Sparkle too. Let's just say I want a movie to be about me, of how I become Caitlin Sparkle, for example, until my singing dog skills somehow come to life. Yes. Hmm. I just love it. Really do. Being creative is just one of those things I have since somehow my childhood. Although, did I ever mention this? That when I was a kid, I never really draw like the way I do now. Let's just say I always scribble a lot, like scribbling lines, like scribbly, squabbly, little jelly, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, something like that. Yeah, but I don't do that anymore since I kind of grew out of it. I mean, it's just one of those things with kids. You can't possibly blame kids doing that. I mean, please don't forget, but you guys and I were kids before, just to remind you all. Yeah, yes. And I know, but believe me, um, let's just say I do like kids personally. Yeah. Let's just say sometimes kids can be annoying sometimes, but I usually just keep that to myself most of the time because I don't want to upset them. Like in reality, let's just say yes. Let's just put it that way. Although sometimes, because I do sometimes see kids need help with something, I just help them. Or sometimes when they fell over or something, I help them up so their parents doesn't have to. Because I mean, whether they are distracted or something, yes, yeah. Besides, I like helping children sometimes too. Like I help you guys to come up with your fears. Yeah, like you do to me. Yeah. Besides, I don't always think negative because I'm usually a positive person. Yeah, but believe me, I always think positive things. Although I do sometimes think negative, only like briefly sort of thing, but not always because I know some of the haters out there will think that I am a horrible person, but you know what? That's totally fine with them, but I don't care what they think. I just think on you guys who are positive. Yeah, let's just say I just feel like um want to say how I really appreciate that you guys have been supportive towards me, even though I have been being supportive towards you too, because I did help some friend of mine like hours ago today while I was in Yale's at the time today. I mean, mhm. Because the well, let's just say I just tell them like, don't worry, just take your time, just take it cool, like breathe in and out. Yeah, that's all I had. That's all I always say when someone's having a problem. Just take a deep breath and out. Yes. Yeah. Tell me about it, guys. Mm-hmm. Oh, and yes, can I just be honest? Well, I know some of them who doesn't like me very much, and I am fine with that sometimes. But sometimes there are some of them who do take me too serious. So I don't always think about that. I just ignore them. Just I just leave them alone as they will leave me alone too. Because like I said, always being on the positive thing. Yeah. Because you guys are my friends. Yeah. I know some of you may not really consider me as a friend or anything since you don't really know me really well, since we don't really meet in reality, even though we do actually know each other on YouTube and stuff. But still, we can still be friends. And it's okay if you don't want to be my friend, even though you barely know me much. And that's totally fine. Just take your time to get to know me before wanting to be my friend or whatever, you know? And besides, it's your choice, your decisions. Like I will have mine. Besides, people can be very different in their own special way. Yeah, believe me, people can be very, very equal. Yeah, and very accurate, if I have to be honest. Yes. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so basically, yes. Oh, yes. And speaking about when I mentioned about the word haters, I might speak about that one day in the future because sometimes it can bother me sometimes, but I don't know whether if I should or not. But yes, but like I said, ignore them is a good option. But still, I do need to talk about this sometimes anyway, so you guys can understand. So yeah. So anyway, oh, and before I could possibly go, um, I just want to be honest with you guys that it's nearly Christmas. So yeah. Although, well, the thing is, guys, my granddad, well, he's still not himself again at the moment. He is fine. I mean, like really fine. It's just he still got a sore throat. Yes, it's not. as bad as it was at first. Yes, it's just the thing is, guys, he had this sort of problem about chewing food, and sometimes he needs to be careful what he eats because it needs to be soft and little texture, something like that. Besides, I'm still worried about my granddad. But still, I don't always have to be worried because my granddad doesn't want me to feel worried all the time because he knows me very well and he does love me too, like I love him. And besides, I love my granddad, and the best thing is, I've known him since childhood. Yeah, I love granddad so much. He's the best. Yes, and my granddad sometimes do watch my videos, and if he does watch my videos anyway, and I bet he'll be appreciated that I mention it. Yeah, I might as well mention this to my granddad anyway when I see him again, because I just saw him today anyway, because he did take me to yards this morning. Yeah, yeah. Tell me about it. Although, let's just say, did I ever mention to you guys I also have another granddad, but I don't really know him really well since he somehow died when I was a baby. Well, I was only like 1 years old when he died, actually, because it was back in 2001. Yes. But it is sad. I mean, I do miss him like a little bit, but you can't possibly blame me for mentioning that because, like I said, I don't really have full memories of my granddad, the one who died. But the granddad I still have, the one I just mentioned just then. Well, let's just say he's my mum's dad, and he's been my granddad for a long time, as I remembered, and I've always loved him. Yeah, and same thing for my nan. I love my nan too, and I also, well, although let's just say my other nan who was my dad's mom, and I was the same thing for my dad's dad, who I just mentioned just then, who the one who died. Let's just say my dad's mom, who was my nan. Well, the thing is, she also died sometimes in 2019. Yeah, believe me, it was quite a shock. And to tell the truth, I was really angry. Not like really angry, but sad as well. I was sad that she died, but I was also angry because nobody in my family tell me that she died. Not a single word out of them. They didn't even tell me like straight away. Like really. They, they, well, the thing is, they did tell me the reason for why they didn't tell me straight away because they know that I'll be heartbroken because I know how it feels to lose something or lose somebody. Yes, because if some of you guys remember, I did mention that I lost my cat Smudge. He passed away in the same year as my nan, my dad's mom. Yeah, I miss Smudge, but I don't always think about him too much because if I did, it would be too depressing. I mean, too depressing. Yeah. So yeah, let's just say Smudge is not the only cat I also lost. I mean, I did also have another cat, but I don't know whether if he's still alive or not. But and his name was Fudge, but he ran away sometimes the moment we moved house back in 2015. Well, I do miss him. I mean, like really terribly because well, the thing is, guys, you guys remember my dog Bella, right? Every time I think about it, Bella reminds me of Fudge. She really does. Like Betsy reminds me of Smudge. It's quite an opposite, really, because since Smudge and Fudge were boys, and Betsy and Bella are girls, and let's just say the cats and dogs. Get it? Yeah. So anyway, that's the whole point. Yeah. Let's see. But I also used to have another cat, and she was called. Well, don't get too shocked or surprised, guys. But her name was actually. Well, actually, before I could probably say it, my best friend Sophie will probably already know what I'm going to talk about here. My cat name was Sophie. Yes, that's my cat's name. Well, was before she somehow ran away and she never came back, but she was later presumed dead anyway because there's no point on keep searching for her because let's just say she died just like that. Yeah, believe me, I kind of hate it when we lose somebody or whatever, even though it has to happen anyway, because that's just part of life. Yeah. Mhm. And I know this is quite off topic, but I don't care. So yeah, let's just say okay. And I also have another cat, um, and two cats actually, another two cats, and technically they're actually brothers, like really brothers, like really related, and they were called Zig Zag. Yeah. Well, to be honest, let's just say Smudge and Fudge does reminds me of Zig and Zag, actually. Although, can I just be honest with you, boys and girls? I don't really remember much about Zag, if I have to be honest, because he also ran away. Although he wasn't old or anything, he was still young. My mum told me today, saying that Zag was still young when he ran away and never came back. I mean, really, why does cats do that? Honestly, I wish cats stopped doing that, as in stop scaring us like that every time. Although Zig, well, let's just actually hang on. Before I could possibly talk about Zig, Zag, well, like I said, same thing for Fudge. He also ran away though, and he never came back. But I just know the fact that Zag did died anyway. Same way what happened to Safi, my cat, of course. Yes. Okay, so to Zig, I know Zig for long as I remembered, only as a kid, of course, because I remember Zig since I was a baby until he somehow died in my second old house, because I'd been living in three houses actually, because I used to live in a different road before the where I am live now actually, but I won't say any information about that. All I have to say, I just remember I used to live in a different area somewhere in where I'm from. Let's just say Zig died in my old house. Well, the second one, I mean, because I used to live in two different houses in the same road when I was a kid until I moved house into a different area growing up. So yeah, I'll just say Zig died in my second old house, like I keep mentioning. Yeah, I do miss him like desperately, and I still got that memory actually. Well, every time I talk about it, my mom keeps saying it was downstairs, but for my correction, from my own memory, of course, that I do personally remember it was upstairs actually, because I remember it was upstairs when I saw my mum, Mrs. Zig, on the towel. Yeah, that's how I remembered. And then somehow, like few minutes later, my dad came home and he has to bury him because we don't want anything bad happen to him. So yeah, don't get me wrong, I still miss Zig. Yes, and not just cats though. Well, let's just say I used to have fishes actually. Yeah. Okay. So, some of you may already know that I did name my fishes um, with the name Ariel. I have one, two, three fishes with the name Ariel, and I think it was two fishes with Melody. Yeah, you can't possibly blame me for being obsessed with Little Mermaid now, can you? Really? I just miss Ariels. Three Ariels and two Melodies actually, and I remember how they died. If I'm not mistaken, well, I don't know how exactly what happened to the first one, but I just know for the fact she died, Ariel, and the second Ariel she died because of Fudge, not your cat. Okay, and the third one, well, she has been with us for a long time, as I can't possibly remember how long it was. All I can possibly say that I don't exactly how long we had Ariel before she died in the same year as Smudge, actually 2019. But she died sometimes before when me and my family went to Spain that year, 2019, before we came home to discover that Smudge was Elsa not well, and that's when he died. Huh. Okay, and yes, and two melodies. Let's just say one of them were, well, each of them, well, each of them died because either Smudge or Fudge. Yeah, I mean, I hate cats sometimes. Yeah, can you blame me for saying it? I mean, I wish cats don't do something stupid. I mean, stupid cats always have to make their eyes go big just because they get too hypnotizing with something. Whatever. I mean, creepy. Hoo. Okay. And I'm sorry if I give you guys a little disturbing here, but that's just how I remembered. So yeah, I hope you guys can understand that. That's just how I remembered. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. So okay. Yeah. Although I don't always hate cats. I love cats because I mean I can't deny their cuteness. Mm. Okay. Now, can you blame me for that point? But just because I mentioned the way I don't like cats, that doesn't mean I don't like them. I mean, cats are cute, and dogs too. hmm Like, since you guys already know, I got Betsy and Bella. Yes. And, um, so let's see. Um, and speaking about animals, I kind of like elephants. They're quite good. And let's just say, because I just like how intelligent, how intelligent they are, because they got really good ears and and to tell it. Sometimes to tell the truth, sometimes I got a bit of the elephant ear sometimes because I sometimes can overhearing some things sometimes. I could be sneaky too. Not always, but it is true. And I also, well, I don't like monkeys, if I to be honest. They can be naughty, trouble, mischief, and they can be out of trouble. And, well, to be honest, guys, well, you guys remember that song from by Bruno Mars? Well, there's that mask of the monkey scares me. I mean, really, they do. I mean, I don't like monkeys. And then another thing, as a fact, they smack you. Ow! I, Okay, you really think I hit myself? No, I didn't. I pretended. Okay. And it do make too many noises, like okay, now that just got creepy. But annoying. Ugh. Like, okay, give me a break. Okay, like Curious George, for example. Okay. Okay. And let's just say there are few good animals I do personally like. Yes. Hmm, well, I do like lions. Like, rawr. Actually, I do have some good impressions for doing the animals' noises. Actually, well, some of them, of course, like meow, meow, woof, 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 oh, oh, ba, 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 ba. Um, um, um. Oh, I'm really good at doing this. Okay. Hmm. Oh my goodness, that's just having fun. It's really good. Oh come on, guys, get yourself a cheer up. I mean, I like to give you a little giggle. And besides, mm. Yeah. Mm. Okay. And speaking about impressions, I also do impression of some of the cartoon characters too. Like, oh, Mickey Mouse! I can't wait for Christmas Day. I so can't wait. Oh, how beautiful the Christmas tree is all ready for all the Christmas presents. Oh, hey Mickey, I think we forgot a twinkle little star. Oh yeah, we forgot about the star. We need somebody to help with that. I don't know. Oh look, hello Tinkerbell. What are you doing here? Oh, he wanted to help us to do the star. Well, go ahead. Where'd it go, Tinkerbell? Well, this is going to be really great. Now, this is going to be a really good Christmas day, I'm telling you. Okay, what's going on? Ooh, twinkle little star, glittering. Who did that? It was Tinkerbell. Tinker who? You know, Tinker Bell. All right. You mean from Peter Pan? Okay, I get it. Yep. Okay, guys. Okay, maybe I should go and have a quick sort of snack, and I might come back actually. Yes. I might come back to make another live video if you wanted to join again. I can't wait to do it. Yep. Yes. So I'll catch you guys any minute. So